Well, okay, we're good. I just want to congratulate you first of all because you were just absolutely spectacular in this
Thank you.
movie.
Thank you.
When you first initially got this script, Denzel, I mean, it obviously really touched you because you became a producer right away as well. But what was it? What really got to you?
Actually, one of the reasons I became a producer was because I was touched by the original scripts, and I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to refashion the material back to what it originally was. I think that the first version, or first or second version that I saw, wasn't the the heart of what the story was really about. My son is a co-producer on the film, and he was really attracted to the spiritual aspect of it, and really was the one who convinced me, as he did with Training Day and American Gangster, convinced me to be a part of the project.
So that must have been wow for you, for your son to be so intuitive to these things. That's amazing.
Well, he's a good producer. He's my producing partner now.
Wow, fantastic. And then, you know, you take on this part, a fabulous part, but you got to get yourself in shape. And you're in good shape. I mean, we know.
Well, I had to drop about 50 pounds because I had put on a lot of weight for taking the Pelham 123, but I had 6 months to prepare, so I took my time, 8 to 10 pounds a month, and lost about 55 pounds.
Whoa. Well, take me through, though, the weapons
How
training.
I lost the 55 pounds?
Well, I mean, trust me.
A lot of lettuce.
Yeah,
no, actually,
I keep trying that.
I was,
doesn't work.
no, actually, I was eating whatever I wanted because I was working out so much.
But take me through the weapons training because that's not easy. Come on.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't difficult. Jeff Amata, who's the stunt coordinator, who's a brilliant martial artist, who's a disciple of Danny Inosanto. Danny Inosanto was a contemporary and a close friend of. He grew up with Bruce Lee, so I was working with some of the best martial artists in the world. And they made it very easy for me and walked me through the process, and I really got into the Zen kind of vibe of it all, and I enjoyed it. And I read the script. I knew I was going to win, so you know. So
what was the hardest? There's archery, there's the guns, there's the knives.
you know, I've been doing movies a long time, so I don't know. I've never done any archery, I guess, before in a movie, but you know, but I was a Boy Scout. You know, you pick up on it and you practice. You know, that's what's fun.
Yeah.
All of those things help to get you more into your character. Those are practical things that you have to learn to do, and you know, you want to look like you know what you're doing, so you practice a lot.
Did you go to Sunday school as a kid?
My father was a minister in the Pentecostal Church of God in Christ for 50 years, so I went to everything: Sunday school, morning service, afternoon service, evening service.
So those Bible classes, your dad, it all came in handy, I think. Did it bring back memories?
No, I wasn't listening then. Back then, I didn't want to go.
But, you know, it must have, after reading this and just really delving into this topic and this, it had to have really hit home for you, my friend.
Well, I mean, it was a part of the reason I wanted to do it, you know, and a lot of it was already on the page. I mean, it wasn't like what we did basically was to go back to Gary's original script, which was, you know, and we made sure we had certain quotes right and things like that. But we actually pared away a lot of what I had to say. It was a lot of, he talked a lot in some of the original scripts. And then even in the process of the scripts, I think Warner Brothers got nervous about too much spirituality, and it wasn't about anything. Yeah. It became just an action movie, which was not very interesting to me. So we sort of went back and did what we wanted to do.
Does working on something like this make you think more about what we take for granted in life?
I mean, that's what he talks about, and yeah, I think so. I mean, I've thought about that anyway. I think about it in my own life, and yeah.
So did it make the working conditions any better to get through them? I mean, dust storms and working in New Mexico and crazy conditions.
Yeah, but we're making a movie. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, you got people that have real hard jobs working in coal mines or whatever. We're just out there shooting a movie. We could go inside our trailers if we wanted to.
Yeah. Working with Gary Oldman, just tell me a little bit about that. There's some great tension between the two characters, and he's so great. And I know he brings levity to this. Not a lot of people know that he's a funny guy.
Yeah, yeah.
What was it like
to work? One of the great
with
actors of our generation, you know, and it was a great. We knew that I needed an equal adversary. We needed someone strong. The quote unquote good guy, if that's what I am, is only as good as the bad guy. If he's weak, then it's not going to hold up. And he plays a mean match of tennis.
Yeah, and Mila Kunis, wow, she's really good in this.
She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. She's all, you know, she hasn't done anything like this, and she had the opportunity, and without patting myself on the back, she had the opportunity to work with 2 very strong actors, 3 really, with Ray Stevenson as well, and Gary and myself. So she absorbed and learned a lot.
Did you feel that you had to kind of be a father figure to her on set a little bit, to kind of take her under your wing?
No, because I think he didn't want to be around her. So I didn't want to be around her. Not her personally, but you know, yeah. we kind of walked, and I asked her a lot of questions and talked with her in the rehearsal process. But I kind of stayed away from her quite a bit during the shooting, because that's where the character was at. He really didn't want this, you know. But really, she's the one who humanized or rehumanizes him. I mean, he'd become in the name of God, he'd become this killing machine, and I don't think that was what he was meant to be. Yeah.
Was it important for you, Denzel, to give him a backstory before you played him? Like what he did before all this happened?
Well, we know that it was already in the script. We know he worked. All we know is he worked for Kmart. You know, and I did the math. I figured he was about 17, 18 years old. And but I do, you know, I write a biography for every character. I have a journal, a history, so that's just a part of my process.
Is it true you went commando?
I might do what?
You went commando. You didn't wear underwear in this role?
Commando. Yes, that's true. Actually, who told you that?
I have my ways, my friend.
Ways. Yeah, I don't have underwear on now. No, I'm joking.
So that helped you with the character?
Yes, it did.
I'm glad. It's good. Well,
in fact, that was the essence of the character.
And we'll end on that note. You did a fantastic job in this film. Thank you so much.